between the injection pump and the fuel tank to actually make the connection. So we're going to find the feed and the return line and make a simple connection. Our red hose is going to be our feed. It's going to go on the bottom of the tool. Our black hose is going to be our return. It's going to go on the side here. We're going to use our product Diesel Care. That's what the engine actually going to run off of. That's going to be, it's got your diesel fuel in there, it's got the lubricant in there, and the cleaner. So we're going to follow up with 244 in the tank. That's going to, anything that, in 20 minutes, we're not going to get everything cleaned out of the combustion chamber and all that. So we're going to start off with our 229. We're going to follow up with 244 in the tank. What we want is a full tank of fuel in this vehicle when we put 244 in there. The reason that is that, say it's a 20-gallon tank. Sorry, I talked in gallons. But anyway, say it's a 40-liter tank. What's going to happen is when you put this in there, you're going to have a full tank of cleaner. So it's going to continue to clean as they drive the vehicle. So we want to make sure to get the full value of this can by putting it in a full tank on the vehicle. We've got our EPR, which is what we call 109. EPR, basically what this does, it goes in the engine with the old oil. What it does, you run it for 15 to 20 minutes. Basically what it does, its major thing that it's going to do is it's going to clean the rings. The most important part of an engine, diesel engine, gasoline engine, is going to be the ring, which is going to be compression, right? You can maintain compression of the vehicle, you can maintain the quality of the emission systems, and basically you're giving the customer the most bang for his buck, right? And we're going to follow up with what we call DOC 112. What we're going to do, basically this goes in with the new oil, and it helps the new oil do its job longer. Oxidation is what kills, or heat is what kills oil, which would be oxidation. So this is an oxidation fighter. Also on a diesel, we have what we call soot, right? That's what gets in, when you burn diesel, the byproduct is soot. Soot to get past the rings, get into the new oil. That soot, when it sticks together, it likes to stick together. When it sticks together, that's what creates sludge. If we can keep that from sticking together with this tool, we call soot control. Call it soot control, and basically it doesn't allow that soot to stick, so you doesn't form sludge. So these 4 products, we're going to do good things to this vehicle. So with help from my technician, we're going to locate. I think he's already located where the feed and the return is, right over here by the fuel filter. Most of the time, if you can find the fuel filter, well, when you find the fuel filter, you'll be able to find the feed and the return, so it's not a problem. So, like I said, black line goes to the return, red line goes to the feed. We've also got a loop hose here. What we're going to use, this loop hose, is the 2 lines that come from the tank. We're going to loop them 2 lines together. That way, the pump in the tank, we don't have to worry about turning it off, right? So we're going to need some adapters here. Are these adapters you need? It's a quick connect system, so if you look at our kit, we've got a series of quick connects. We got a male and a female for each one of them. For that.
Các bạn có thể thấy là kỹ thuật viên của chúng tôi đang dưới sự hướng dẫn của anh Ryan.
I think he's done this before.
Đang chuẩn bị làm
So if you don't know which one's the feed and the return, ask the technician, and or most of the time the feed's going to be the larger one. The feed's going to be the larger one, the return's going to be the smaller one.
Chuyên trục chặt rất là nhiều.
Để nấu ra không? Để nấu ra không?
Đây. Các bạn có thể thấy thay vì chúng ta phải mở toàn bộ bộ quần áo ra, chúng ta chỉ cần sử dụng những thiết bị và những bộ công cùng hệ thống dây nối. Đương nhiên
Cái này thì thay đổi của bình dầu.
nếu các bạn cần tìm hiểu hơn, các bạn có thể tham vấn kỹ thuật của công ty chúng tôi.
Thì mình tiện tiện cái này ha, cái này mình đổi nhất mình đổi cái củ nổ máy tại cứ như là bảy không nhớ tay đóng tầng bùn là bảy tay nhớ cái này mình cũng ở đây mình làm nếu có hay nhớ thì đúng rồi, đổ vô đổ máy, đúng rồi, xong rồi xả nhớt ra là
Những đồ thiết bị
đổ này thì đổ vô nhớt mới tăng độ
ra hóa chất
giống mình hạt xíu
thiết bị từ này.
dạ
cái tool lớn như này các bạn có thể sử dụng được cho tất cả những loại xe lớn hơn, ví dụ như đầu kéo, container này và đầu khác. Với những cái loại xe này mình sử dụng những bộ tool nó bé lên và nó chứa được nhiều.
So if you look at the top of that tool, there's a cavity in there. And we're going to add this. We're going to add this 5-micron filter.
Ở đây trong quá trình học khi làm cái này nó sẽ phát sinh sau khi
And what that does is any of the fuel that's coming back to the tool, if it's got any debris or anything in it, here we're going to throw that up in there. If it's got any debris or anything in it, we're going to put the filter. It's going to filter the. Put it right in the top. Take the lid off. There you go. Tighten her down good.
That's a filter for the return
It's
filter.
well, it's a filter. It filters the return.
Filter for the return.
Yeah, anything that comes back through the return,
Okay.
got to go through that filter first.
Yeah.
That way we don't get we don't contaminate anything.
Okay.
If for some reason something comes back to our canister, it's going to get filtered out. There you go. Thank you. So I'm not for sure. Do we need air pressure on this?
air pressure.
Okay.
cái chạy này mà lắp cái nọc rất lên đấy hả?
Bữa sau
So some of our vehicles, you can gravity feed. Some of your larger vehicles gravity feed. On the smaller vehicles, a lot of times you're going to have to put air pressure to it. And that's what this is for right here.
việc rút phép
That's it, the air line.
là
The air, yeah, it's basically pressurizing the canister. The air is going to go in here, go past this regulator, and it's going to pressure up this regulator or this canister.
chất vào
So you got to make sure you have everything closed when you do that. You
đồng hơi
did.
piston xi lanh.
Obviously, my friend's got a little bit of experience with this vehicle, which is good.
Cái công việc này các bạn nhìn thấy đồng hồ thể hiện áp suất rồi
How many people? Yeah.
xe hơi á thì cần
chạy hết một lít dung dịch.
dạ 50
We set them at 15 psi.
Yes, sir.
15 ok.
Đây là cái dung dịch vệ sinh 244 dành cho động cơ diesel.
Cái bịch ăn uống này nha. Được rồi, nó nói được rồi. Để cho nó chạy
Và bây giờ bắt đầu
What happened is our new product's coming out the battery, our cleaner, our 229, is coming out of the bottom of the canister. It's going to the feed line of the vehicle, going to the injection plant, going to the injectors. Whatever's not used is coming back to the return line to our black, to the top. Once again, it's getting filtered out, and it's coming down into our canister. A lot of times you can see when you start it, you want to make sure you see that flow. That way you make sure that you're hooked up the right direction. If the tool starts, if it fills up real fast, you know that you're hooked up wrong. So you're not getting feed, but you're getting return. So at this point, we just let it run. When it gets down to the bottom of the canister, we're going to watch it and make sure we don't want it to run out. Diesels don't like to run out of fuel, right? So we're going to watch the bottom of the canister. When we get to the bottom, we're going to tell our friend to turn it off. And it's that simple. Right now, what's happening is the cleaner's going in there. It's actually the injector pump. It's actually cleaning the injector pump also, so that's where diesel fuel goes, right? And then it's going down the common rail system. It doesn't matter. This will work on any diesel engine, all right? So the cleaner's going down through there. It's going through the injectors and it's cleaning the injectors. Basically, what you've got is you got a tip of the injector. And if it's not spraying properly, you're not going to get good fuel atomization. If you don't get good fuel atomization, when it burns, it's not going to burn properly. You're not going to get all the BTU, all the energy out of that fuel. So at that point, a lot of that fuel just goes out the exhaust. That's when you get black smoke, right? It's unburned fuel. So what we want is we're going to clean the tip of that injector so that when it atomizes, everything gets burned in the combustion chamber. You get all the energy out of the fuel and you get the best fuel economy that you can get.